Metafiction basically means fiction about fiction. As the term goes, it has become very popular during the postmodern times. Though there are traces of metafiction or elements of, let us say, metafiction in quite a few texts belonging to even, say, 17th or 18th centuries. The main feature of metafiction is self reflexivity. That is why it is also called self reflexive fiction or self reflexive novel. That is, when we read authors like, I'm giving the very basic things because again the videos are for beginners. When we read authors like Jane Austen, uh, Charles Dickens, they try to create an impression that you are getting a slice of reality. You are into reality. To the contrary, when you read an author like, say, Salman Rushdie or Kurt Vonnegut, Slaughterhouse-Five, the novel, they will always try to remind you that you are reading a fiction and they are writing a fiction which is a craft and not reality. That is self reflexivity, actually. Some critics they use metafiction to mean anything extraneous to the novel which is referred to in the novel, like a historical incident and all. And for the other part, that is the fictionality of the fiction, reminding us of the fictionality of fiction, they call self-reflexivity. However, this is not accepted to by all. The famous theorist, critical theorist Patricia Waugh, for example, says, I will just quote, Metafiction, the theory and practice of self conscious fiction, the name of the book. Wow says metafiction is a fictional writing which self consciously and systematically draws attention to its status as an artifact. That is, just as the classic realist novels or even today realistic novels try to give you the impression again and again that you are facing reality, to the contrary, writers who practice this metafictional form, like Salman Rushdie or Kurt Vonnegut, to use but two most well known examples, they always try to remind you that you are actually reading a text. It is like, in certain movies we watch and a character says, well, this is a movie, you are welcome. Or in a play, characters say that it is a play, like that. So they try to deflate the realistic pretensions of the novelistic tradition. However, an earlier text, for example, Life and Opinions of Tristram Shandy, Gentleman, also has such elements. Even until a great part of the novel, the hero is not even born, hero or the protagonist, like that. And some pages are just left blank, in the novel. So they consciously, or in Kurt Vonnegut's this Slaughterhouse-Five, for example, he tries to give you the information that he is consciously writing an autobiography or autobiographical novel. He says in the preface, it in the preface, and repeatedly comes back to it. I can't recollect the name just now, but you must have watched, the younger people, some films which are about making that film itself. So that is somewhat like that in this.